Tonight on CTV News, we take a look at CSU alum that reached for the stars, quite literally.
Then we glance at a collaboration that is combating STDs and the stigma that comes with them.
Then your CSU Double Trouble breaks down your favorite Ram sports, plus entertainment and weather, starting now.
Welcome and thank you for joining us this evening, CSU in Fort Collins. I'm Aislinn Carrillo.
And I'm Bailey Lakey. Well, CSU enjoyed its second snow day of the semester. Aislinn, did you do anything fun?
Honestly, Bailey, I just stayed in and caught up on homework.
I pretty much did the same thing, just curled up with a good book and a cup of coffee.
With winter storms and high winds, we can expect more crashes in Fort Collins and I-25 heading up north. There were so many crashes on I-25 that the interstate was closed for 6.5 hours yesterday. The city of Fort Collins reported 24 separate crashes between 6 a.m. and 3 p.m. respectively. That total is likely to increase within the next coming days as people don't always report their crashes till well after the event. When snow is sticking and winds are heavy, we advise to slow down.
Fort Collins Police and the coroner's office are investigating the death of a man found outside of Discount Tire on North College this morning. While no information has been given about the man, no foul play or suspicious activity is suspected. However, hypothermia may be the cause of the man's death, which would make it the second death related to the cold this year.
A fellow Ram did two normal-sounding tasks, drinking coffee and eating lettuce, but with one twist, he was in space. Expedition 44 flight engineer Shel Lindgren returns to campus with wisdom and advice to inspire the next generation. CTV reporter Kay Bennett has your exclusive look.
See that it's not bicycling. That's not moving. I can go back the other direction.
CSU's class of '96 and NASA astronaut Shel Lindgren returns to campus after spending 141 days orbiting Earth as a flight engineer on the International Space Station.
So it's great to be back here.
Beside him sits Dr. Susan Bailey, who studies astronauts' chromosomes when they return home.
He's literally been giving blood for our study. And so we take that blood and we're able to look at and measure telomere length before, during, and after his mission.
Lindgren says that giving blood is just a part of the job, a job that he's thankful to hold the weight of.
The tens of thousands of people have spent hundreds of thousands of hours creating, if not millions of hours building. And there are just a very few of us that actually get to experience the real thing in flight.
And he says that his time as a CSU Ram changed things.
In some ways, I really feel like my journey in earnest to space started here.
Seeing his work as a graduate student come full circle.
It's called the bracelet. That was the subject of my master's thesis. And I got issued a pair of those for space flight.
It's been about 20 years since Dr. Lindgren graduated from CSU, and he still holds a strong connection to campus and students that may follow in his footsteps. Behind me, he's about to begin a keynote address where he describes his 6-month journey in space.
Taking the limelight away from himself, Lindgren seemed to surround his story around one key message.
If you have that goal, you have that destination, you've got to work hard, you've got to bring it.
Kay Bennett, CTV News.
Shel says he would like to go back to space in his lifetime, but is happy to wait his turn and enjoy time with his family.
Liquor makers in Fort Collins and all over the state are asking for changes to Colorado's controversial alcohol laws. As it stands now, corporations are allowed one store each in the state that sells alcohol at levels above 3.2%. The changes would allow all grocery and convenience stores the ability to sell alcohol at any content level, helping local breweries and distilleries sell their product. Critics claim the proposed changes would hurt liquor stores, stating business would be taken by larger stores.
STD testing is an imperative part of fighting and stopping infection. CREW, which stands for Creating Respect, Educating Wellness, by and for students along with the Hartshorn Health Center are here to help. CREW is promoting the Health Center's campaign to inform students about STD testing. The campaign is aimed at getting students to think of testing as an act of pride, not shame. Now through April 15th, the Health Center is offering discounted testing, and the process is easier than you may think.
It's non-invasive. I think a lot of people think there's some pain involved or anything, and literally all you do is just pee in a cup and then you get your test results back. and they just learn whether or not you have chlamydia and gonorrhea. If you do have chlamydia and gonorrhea, it's not a big deal. It's completely curable. So that's a huge part of just getting people understanding how they can help themselves.
The U.S. presidential candidates aren't the only ones running a campaign this year. CSU students are now campaigning for the president and vice president of this 2016-2017 school year. After CSU presidential candidate Daniela Pineda-Soroka's original running mate, Timothy Curry, was ruled ineligible due to a GPA requirement, Soroka teamed up with Mike Linsky, the current Senate membership officer in CSU, to run as her new vice president in the spring election. They will be contending with one other campaign run by presidential candidate Ashley Higgins, the current ASCSU Deputy Chief of Staff, and Vice President candidate Stephen Losoya, the current ASCSU Director of Outreach. The two teams will campaign up until voting days on April 4th through 6th. Well, Nicole Conklin is up next with your weekly weather forecast.
Colorado is a mixed bag of weather, and the upcoming week is no different.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Hello everyone, I'm Nicole Conklin, your weather anchor for tonight. Currently we have our live cam up here at CSU. We had our daylight savings spring forward for spring over break, and now we have some daylight, and I'm pretty stoked about that. It's beautiful outside. We have a lot of snow melt today because those temperatures are warm. I can't believe we had a snow day yesterday, but nonetheless, those warmer temperatures will be returning. Tonight, it's about 40 degrees out right now, partially cloudy. It's going to be pretty chilly, especially with the snow on the ground. I recommend bundling up. We might see some breezes around 5 miles an hour as the night continues. Looking at state lows tonight on the western slope, our lowest will be in Gunnison at 19 degrees, Vail 21, and we'll have a warmer 35 in Grand Junction. Hopping over for our eastern plains, we'll have a 27 in Burlington, 21 in Lyman. It's going to be around mid-upper 20s on the eastern plains, We'll have a 30 in Pueblo, 28 Colorado Springs, 30 in Denver, and Fort Collins. It's going to be pretty nice along the I-25 corridor. However, we are still under freezing temperatures. Now tomorrow is going to be pretty similar to today, pretty nice. Western slope. It's going to be about 40 in Gunnison, and that's going to be one of the warmer temperatures, surprisingly, because Gunnison is usually a lot cooler. We're going to have 35 in Vail, 36 in Telluride, a nice 56 in Grand Junction, though. On the eastern plains, we'll have a nice 64 in the Mar. It's going to be beautiful over there. 48 in Lyman, a little cooler. On the I-25 corridor, we have a 58 in Pueblo, 50 Colorado Springs, cooler to 48 in Denver, and a cool 47 in Fort Collins. It's going to be pretty chilly tomorrow, but nonetheless, still nice. Friday, 8 a.m., it's going to be cool and clear at 30 degrees. But as the day continues, it's going to be partially cloudy, a lot more cloud coverage, and 44 degrees around noon, getting more clouds as the day continues around 4 p.m., mostly cloudy, and that's where we're going to see our breezes pick up, and it's going to be about 45 degrees. So tomorrow when you're heading out the door, I recommend that windbreaker because it is going to be pretty breezy, and it's going to feel a lot colder because it's not going to get above the mid-40s. Maybe the sunglasses for the morning because it is going to be nice and sunny, and you know the sun likes to peek out a little bit because of the Colorado weather. And that light jacket might be handy for the morning, and that smile because it is finally Friday, first Friday back from break. Now tomorrow we are going to see about 47 degrees. There is a very small chance we're going to get snow, but knowing Colorado, you never know. 38 degrees on Saturday, warming up to 53 Sunday, 55 Monday. It's going to be beautiful, a nice 60 on Tuesday, but we're cooling off again on Wednesday to 48, and we have another chance of snow, about 40% chance there, less than an inch though, so it shouldn't be too bad, a 47 on Thursday. Now, before spring break, I asked you guys to take lots of photos so that you could send them in at the end of break. Luckily, I got some awesome photos to share with you guys. Hopping over, we have our very own CTV crew. They had some really cool experiences over break. Our first one, Brett and Grace sports anchors and entertainment anchor Gabe, they went to Arizona and met up in Scottsdale to watch a Rockies game. Awesome, I bet it was nice and warm over there. And our viewer, Eric Malt here, is pictured with a private plane that he got to use when he traveled, which I'm pretty jealous. That's really cool. Now, another entertainment anchor, Nicole, she had this beautiful photo taken in New Mexico, and I love the sunset. It's just gorgeous. And our very own news anchor, Willis Scott, is pictured here in Elizabeth, Colorado on his own ranch milking a baby cow. That's adorable. I'm also jealous about that. Now, this photo here, I took myself. I went to the British Virgin Islands. I'm pretty lucky, got some sunshine, but it's just beautiful, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Lots of color there. And speaking of color, our other viewer, Corey McLaughlin, went to Bryce Canyon in Utah. Beautiful photos, guys, and I'm glad that we're all safe and sound back here in Colorado, even though it's pretty chilly right now. We'll hopefully have some warmer temperatures as the days continue. Stay tuned. Grace and Rachel are up next with Double Trouble.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Good evening, Rams. Double Trouble is reunited and we are happy to be back.
We sure are, and tonight we'll be looking at softball, football, and you'll be able to see our pick for the Elite 8 in the NCAA tournament. But Grace, let's start with some softball. CSU is 14-12 overall, but have won 11 of its last 13. And a lot of people are giving credit to Mountain West Softball Player of the Week, Holly Rankin. Do you think the team's giving her a lot of credit?
Absolutely. She definitely has that senior leadership. She was 3-0 last week in the pitching circle, so she's just doing fabulous. She only had 14 hits and 3 runs, so I definitely think that she's someone to look to.
And I think they're definitely putting a lot of responsibility on the seniors. They have Macy Stouffer as well and 2 other seniors. And I think they're putting a lot of responsibility in order to prepare all the younger people.
I think so as well.
And we are now going to head over to the Double Trouble Sports Center right now. And Grace is going to be in there, and we are going to talk about some spring football. And of course, we are huge fans of football here at CTV, and Grace and I are definitely the main people.
Stop. We are so looking forward to the football season. Today we're going to take a look at who the Rams will be without next season and what positions the team are looking to fill. We're going to start with that offensive line position, Rachel. The Rams are bringing back 4 offensive linemen from that very talented team last year. However, they are missing Sam Carlson, so that's going to be a big hit to the offensive line.
And like Grace said, they were bringing back 4 starters from last year, and they were ranked 10th nationally, so I feel like losing Carlson is going to be a bummer, but I'm sure they're going to be able to help whoever's coming in to keep blocking that quarterback and protecting him.
Absolutely.
And now speaking of quarterbacks, we still have Nick Stevens as our quarterback. He threw 21 touchdowns last year, and he led the Mountain West in touchdowns, but we lost Coleman Key. He is now at Oklahoma State, but we are getting in some new recruits.
And we still have J.C. Robles, who was a redshirt last year, so he's going to be a redshirt freshman this year. I'm looking to see good things from him. We also have Colin Hill, who's a 3-star recruit who's coming in. He has been talked about very highly, so I'm looking to see good things from him as well. However, they have to have someone to get the ball to. One of the biggest stories faces the loss of wide receiver Rashard Higgins. However, we still have Xavier Williams, Deontay Gaines, Sammy Long, a lot of players who still have a lot of experience on the wide receiver position.
We are losing Vaden to the defense, though, so luckily he's staying with CSU.
Yep.
He is becoming a cornerback this year.
Interesting.
But we are getting Marcus Wilson. He's moving up to the wide receiver pool. But I think one of the biggest people we are losing, and unfortunately it's not being noticed as much because of Rashard, is Joe Hansley. He was very explosive last year during some of the games, so I feel like they're going to miss him a lot this year.
I think they will. He definitely did really well last season. But we also have to talk about that tight end position, obviously, with Kevon Cartwright.
Yep, Kevon Cartwright missed a lot of games last year due to an ankle injury, but he is looked at as a 5th round draft pick for this year's NFL draft. So hopefully we can get some next level Rams up in there. But we do have 2 3-star recruits.
We do. We have actually 2 3-star recruits, Darnell Jenkins and Dalton Fockrell, who are also going to be coming in, so hopefully we'll see good things from them in the preseason. However, we also have to talk about that running back position. We lost Jason Oden Jr., which is going to be a big hit to the Rams. But we do have Izzy Matthews, Dalen Dawkins, who had 867 yards last year, so he's certainly someone to look at. We look at him as a very explosive player. He always gets the job done, so I really enjoy watching him play.
And we also have Izzy Matthews as well, and he was a true freshman this year, and he did really well. He definitely came into the game and made some big plays. He had 590 yards on the season and had gotten the end zone 5 times, so that was definitely a very exciting thing. But now we might as well check out our brackets for the NCAA tournament.
We might as well. We could talk about football all day, though.
We really could.
Whatever. Let's look at our picks for the Elite 8. I have Kansas and Villanova playing. I think Kansas is going to make it just because they're that #1 seed, 30-4. I have Villanova in there because they're playing right now, actually. Miami has never made it to the Elite 8, and that's who they're playing, so that's why I have them picked. I have Oregon going in there. They're on a 10-game win streak. Hopefully they can keep the Pac-12 looking good. Sorry, CU. I also have Oklahoma. They have National Player of the Year candidate Buddy Hield, who averaged 25.4 points per game, which is absolutely unbelievable. Then I have Indiana. They have an 8-5 record against the Tar Heels, 2-0 in the NCAA tournament, so I picked them. I have Wisconsin because they're experienced. I have Virginia because they have a better defense than Iowa State, so I think they're going to win. And then I have Syracuse over Gonzaga, only because Gonzaga's only made 1 Sweet 16 appearance.
All right, now let's give a look at mine, and there we go. So I think Kansas is actually going to take the entire tournament this year. So I took them, and then I took Villanova, and they actually just won their game 92-69 against Miami. So it looks like Grace and I were both right there. I would like to see Oregon win, but unfortunately I think Duke is going to pull it off. Duke has a history of being in upsets, and they've always seemed to make it into the finals, I feel like.
True.
And then I chose Oklahoma over Texas A&M, and right now I'm looking at being correct. Oklahoma is winning 69-50 against Texas A&M. But for both, I like both teams, so that's definitely going to be a hard thing for me to choose, but I am going to go with Oklahoma. I took North Carolina. I also took Wisconsin. Even though I would like Notre Dame to win, I would like to see them out there. And then I took Iowa State because of their defense. Defense, of course, win games. And then I also took Syracuse. So I guess we are going to see how these games play out over this weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, after that, it's that time again for our 30-second challenge. Today, I'll be trying to get this cookie from my forehead to my mouth without using my hands while Rachel does a CSU sports recap.
All right, Grace, are you ready?
Yep, gotta take these glasses off.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
The CSU women's basketball team historic season came to an end last weekend, where the Rams lost 48-45 in the NCAA tournament to South Florida. As for the men's team, they declined playing in the College Basketball Invitational and the Vegas 16 postseason tournament due to a hard season dealing with injuries and personal issues. CSU's NFL Pro Day took place on March 9th, and it was a big day for 12 former Rams, who are all now waiting for a chance to be selected in the NFL Draft on April 28th.
I got it down, just couldn't get it in my mouth. It's okay.
It's hard. I can never do it, so I'm glad you were able to do it. And of course, that is all the time we have for you guys tonight. And if you guys are looking to laugh some more, stay tuned, for an entertainment from Courtney Fromm.
It's gonna be excellent.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL Draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
I'm Courtney Fromm, and I have your entertainment news for tonight. If the snow day yesterday didn't fulfill all of your dreams, here is the pup of the week.
Who let the dogs out?
That's okay.
Griffin is 13 weeks old. He's a Scotch Collie. He's in a chewing phase, so he eats pretty much anything he can get a hold of. We're trying to work him out of that. My hope for him when he gets older is to do some therapy work. Since collies are pretty intuitive with other people's emotions, it would be really cool to take him to some retirement homes or hospitals or something. Just have someone to give him some attention and make them feel better, make their day better.
Thank you, Griffin, for being this pup of the week. Sounds like you have a lot of fun things planned ahead for your future. Tonight, there is a Pink Floyd experience at the Lincoln Center Performance Hall. This PFX experience is described as a full sensory performance, including music, videos, and exhilarating lights. Take a trip back into the mid-1960s with this reenactment. The show starts at 7:30 tonight. Easter is this Sunday, which means a little bit of family time and weather seems to say a little bit of a snowy Easter egg hunt. Not to make those eggs colorful so they can stick out, I've got Vinny Sangaline here to teach us how to do a little bit of egg dye. Vinny, how are you?
Courtney, I'm doing excellent, let me tell you. I am here today. I have a couple colors here. We're going to make some eggs.
Oh, what do you got, a fun basket for us?
This is just in egg supplies. Here we go.
Oh, there we
we're
go.
Gonna bring these out. Okay. First step to making Easter eggs, we need, always play safe.
We got to keep it a little bit clean. You don't want to get everything dirty.
Keep it clean. Okay, yeah.
So here's some eggs.
We have our eggs. And now, Courtney, did you hard boil these before?
Yes, a hard boil. Yeah.
Okay, good.
We got a little sparkle. Here you go.
All right, doesn't matter, hard boiled or not, we can make it happen.
Okay, so that's good.
We have our colors here.
Okay, great.
So what you do, and I want to make sure everyone does this right for Easter. I really want to make this sure. We dye the eggs.
Okay, fair.
And
that's
then
fair.
we put them
Do you use these
on
cute little
display for
things?
children and fun.
Look
yeah,
how cute
those
these
little
are.
foil things, you use those to dip in the actual colors.
Okay, wait, can I have a paper towel real quick then?
Yeah, here we go.
So Vinny, do you have any fun plans for spring break at all? I mean, not spring break, excuse me, Easter.
Did I have
Spring
fun
break
on
was
spring
last
break?
week. My mind is still there.
Oh my gosh, my
What?
hood. Okay. No, actually, I went to the colorful country of Jamaica. It was actually quite spectacular.
Okay, and it was good?
Yeah.
But do you have plans for Easter at all?
Easter, I'm gonna be dyeing eggs. I'm gonna be dyeing
some
eggs like a fiend.
Okay, get us going, Vinny. Here we go.
Okay, so we got some
I
paper
got some
towels.
glue as well. A little
up.
Sharpie action.
This is some glue. I
Yes.
don't know what this is for, but you can use it.
I was thinking maybe for those little sparkles we could do them. And
Do you need glue for the I don't think you need it for the sparkles.
Maybe you could
So
use some
these
glue.
are actually really fun. Can we get a shot here? Sparkles. Look at this array. Look at that. Wow. And all of this is just under $10.99. You see everything? This is a $10.99
you can purchase it
value.
at your local King Soupers.
Local King Soups.
Have some fun with your family. Make some
Okay, so we
eggs.
got the sparkles
I'm putting
here.
some rubber bands on my eggs to make them a little bit like
Yeah.
striped or like, what'd you say earlier? What was the word? Pastel?
Plaid.
Plaid,
You can actually
thank you.
plaid the eggs.
So that's what we're going to do,
make
plaid
them
some
really
eggs.
fun, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so here we go. And you want to dip it gently. You don't want to dip it. You don't want a little too much dip.
Okay, I'm going to do a little pink in mine. I don't even know if I'm going to use
Wow.
this little thing. Just dip it with your hands.
This looks intense. Like, how do you?
It's a little hands-on, everyone.
Okay, I'm just gonna go all hands.
And then you got to...
One little blue in there. And just lightly, just gently in, You don't want to rush it. Things take time. Art
Like hopping
takes
into a
time,
hot tub. You just want
right?
to lightly put your
You don't
foot
want
in.
to go too fast. Just like gently. Yeah,
Just a
that's
little
good.
yellow action.
Look at that. Look at that blue. Really.
I want to
It
put
looks
some
kind of light
sparkles
in the
on
camera,
mine.
but
Here, wait, I need some
and
more
maybe like a
pigtails.
second coat.
Make an ombre egg. Do you think you could do that, Vinny? Will you hand me the sparkles over there, please?
I'm gonna make my egg how I want it.
Okay, geez, Louise.
Okay.
Thanks.
Here we go. Here's the sparkle.
Thanks. I'll do this on my papers.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Make a little red on this side.
There you
A
go.
little red stripe.
I'm gonna put some glue on mine and get some sparkle
Yeah,
going.
go nuts.
So
You know, you just be you this Easter holiday.
Yeah,
okay?
you be you.
There we
Like
go.
do
It's a
this
little
and
pink.
have some fun with your family. Like I said, it's
A little
cheap,
bit of- little bit of
college
pink on
accessible,
this side.
easy to do.
This is so affordable.
So affordable, and that's the fun part. Because
So
in college, you
affordable.
know, we all don't have the biggest budget, so
Oh, yeah.
might as well make it fun.
Yeah.
You can do some at home.
Look at this.
Put some flowers on there. Look at this.
You know, I'm gonna go crazy. Oh my God! Look at you.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
I'm gonna do some perp.
Get some purple
Some
going.
purple spraying
Do you want some
on
glue
there.
for yours? Here, I'll glue your egg.
Here, are you ready for this?
Oh, okay. Good.
Wham! Whammy! Look at that. Just go nuts.
This is too fun. Look at my egg. Isn't it cute? Look at all the pink sparkles on it. But unfortunately, I don't think anyone's going to see the dry part.
Hand me the Sharpie.
The Sharpie.
Oh, the Sharpie's right over here.
Oh, there you go. It's right there.
I like to draw fun
I'm going
little,
to take some of your purple.
little yolks.
Okay.
Jokes.
I'm just going to do a full dip of purple in mine.
I'll draw a little
Here we go.
smiley face.
So then you just put them in your basket, give them to your cousins, give them to your nieces, your nephews, all your little neighborhood kids.
Right.
They would love this. It's something they'd love. It's a very
It's gonna
old-fashioned
be hilarious.
type of thing, but make it a little bit more fun. Put some rubber bands on it, dye it. That's what I'm saying.
Put a bird on it. Go crazy.
Put a bird on it.
Okay.
Find some fun feathers. It's all sorts of fun. Fun and games for Easter. Just a good time to
There
be
we
with your
go.
family and enjoy a beautiful Sunday
Okay, look at
afternoon.
this.
It might
Look
be a
at
little
this.
snowy.
Look at this
Oh,
one.
whoa, look at yours.
Oh, wow,
Got a
look
little
at you going.
face.
You're doing like some.
I'm doing
little
some, like a
jaw
little
on
bit
there.
of tie-dye over
Can we
here.
get a close-up? Can we get a close-up on this?
Let me hear. I got your
I'll put
leg.
this one over here.
Here we go. Look at, he's got
Wow,
a little face going on
look
his.
at that. That is
Oh, Vinny.
beautiful.
What's its name?
Henry.
Henry the egg. Cute.
This
I'm going to
one's
add to his
fun.
face a little bit more. This is great.
You know, the fun thing about Easter eggs is even the ugly ones are fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't have to be perfect.
And you know the best thing about Easter eggs is that after you get done making them and after you find them and the whole adventure is that you can eat them because they're hard boiled.
Are you crazy? What?
Well, you could eat them. That's a lot of protein. That's good for your soul. It's good for your body.
You eat these things?
Yeah, I mean, I would eat them, yeah. Took all the time hard boiling them, might as well eat them. Have a couple snacks.
Girl, you all types of crazy. Okay. Might do a little yellow one. This will be
Oh,
fun.
okay. I'm going to try to make an ombre, but in general, there's lots of different eggs you can make.
Maybe like
Might
green.
as well enjoy
do a little
it.
green
Oh, yeah,
in
do
there.
some green.
Some green.
Some green. Go get some brunch.
Get some green in there. Yeah.
Have some brunch with your fam.
Do some eggs.
If you don't have anything to do, maybe walk around campus. You probably could find some eggs that people randomly put out. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll put out some eggs. You can
Right.
go find them. That would be fun.
Go steal other people's eggs. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's really fun. Yeah. The kids playing outside. Just
Yeah,
steal
go
someone
join your
else's
little
eggs.
neighborhood kids Easter egg hunt. That would be a blast, I think.
That'd be really fun.
But
See this?
all right.
What is the glue? I want to get on the glue train.
Okay, I
How's
got the
that-
glue right here.
Is that working out for
Alrighty.
sparkles?
Okay, Vinny. So we've got a couple eggs done, but I appreciate you coming on again.
You know
You're
what?
so
Thank
great to have
you.
here, and we really
I'm
appreciate
gonna
it.
finish one. Thank you so much, Courtney. Thanks for having me. Have a happy Easter, folks.
Yeah.
And remember, an ugly egg is just as good as a pretty
Beautiful egg.
Just as
Yeah.
good as a pretty
I hope
egg.
everyone has a wonderful Easter Sunday. That is all I have for you tonight, Rams. Make sure you tune into CTV next week, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Thank you for watching, and good night.
Good night. Look at this one.